Margaret Lewis, 36102 Spruce Street. I've been reading through some of the documents from the state on Newark's budget and information from Newark's website, and I think I found some ways to trim the budget without having the 3.9% utility tax. One of the things we can do is to stop spending money on community promotions. I noticed that's in the budget, and it said that in 2007 it amounted to over $300,000. And I think whatever it's promoting isn't working because Newark has the highest commercial and industrial vacancy rate in the East Bay. We need to stop spending staff time and money trying to develop Area 2. Deed restrictions and ongoing cleanup make any development out there years away. Also, funding for the Dumbarton Rail won't be considered for at least 10 years. For Area 4, we need to stop spending staff time and money trying to develop in a critical flood hazard zone. Current scientific mapping shows much of Area 4 will be underwater due to sea level rise. Why should we put people and property at risk? The city has voiced concerns that money is needed to remove abandoned vehicles from city streets. Most of the businesses that provided that service for free were ordered out of Area 4. We should also stop working on a new redevelopment plan area, which is set to encompass most of the new housing sites in the updated housing element. Redevelopment takes away property tax revenue from schools, police, fire, and other vital city services. It is used instead to encourage and subsidize developers. It drains money from the city's general fund. We can't afford redevelopment at this time. Other things that we can't afford are plans for a new community center and swim complex on the site of the current community center on Cedar Boulevard. It's listed at a cost of $20 million in future funding needs for the city. That's from the city's website. The Silliman Center currently runs a deficit of $3 million a year, almost 10% of the city's annual budget. We can't afford it. Small business owners I've spoken to have all said that Measure L, the utility tax, will place a heavy burden on them. Newark cannot afford to lose more businesses, large or small. We don't have to have a utility tax for Newark. We don't have to cut police and fire and emergency services. We only need to cut the projects that are currently draining money from the city.
Ms. Lewis, you ain't getting away that easy. Get back up here. You were a signatory also to this ballot measure.
I do not need a scolding from you, sir.
Well, let me say then that you are guilty of the same things that your husband is, that you misinformed the voters of the city of Newark. You told a lie about our stimulus monies and about our surplus situation, and I find your conduct unconscionable and reprehensible. And in reflecting on your comments, you know, stop this, stop that, stop everything, and you know, but bring in more business, but don't promote the city. That just makes perfect sense to me. You just go around in great big circles and tell half-truths, and then you talk about small business owners. The Chamber of Commerce unanimously endorsed Measure L. Hello? Who is that? That's our business owners. So don't be coming up to the podium and spewing your misinformation, because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to allow it as long as I'm here. So whatever happens on November 3rd happens, but you would think that you would at least have the integrity to give people facts and not this stuff that you're spreading around. So with that, any other oral communications tonight? I'm riled up now. Come on up here. Okay. All right, seeing none, oral communications are closed.